We'll just start off again with Evan Bland.
Well, I guess to start with the offense, how much of the offense's struggle today did you feel was happening because of what Rutgers was doing, and how much of it was approach related in your eyes?
I would say first and foremost, you got to give their starter a lot of credit. He was far more competitive than we were today. His stuff was really good. I thought the fastball was good. His command was good. He commanded three different pitches, and he was on attack, just absolutely on attack. And that being said, we had a hangover going from yesterday. There's no doubt about it, and that starts with me. That starts with I've got to have our team ready to turn the page better than obviously that we were today. We didn't set a tone on the mound, at the plate, just all the way around. We weren't ready to play, and that's ultimately my job as the head coach. And we had two games that could have gone either way the first 2 days. And it didn't end up on our side. And today, we needed to have our best effort to come out and salvage on the day that we know as Championship Sunday, and we didn't do that. And again, I got to give Rutgers and their coaching staff and their players all the credit. They're on the backside of two travel weekends in a row, and they came in here and they took it from us. They played a very selfless brand of baseball, and we've got to obviously be a lot better, and I expect that moving forward that we will be.
You mentioned a hangover. Did you sense that might be the case before the game? And if so, kind of what do you see at that point?
Yeah, I mean, you could the stuff before the game. You can only tell so much. I mean, the message is pretty consistent. With this group as it has been all year long, and again, you just when you lose two games in that fashion, sometimes that's what happens. And again, I've just got to do a better job, obviously, of getting our guys in the right frame of mind. Because we weren't there. We certainly weren't there, and especially to go beat a team of Rutgers caliber who's playing as well as they are, who's playing at such a competitively high level that they are. You're not just going to show up and expect to just out-talent people and just show up and expect people to give it to you. For 29 games before today, I will certainly say that our team has showed up ready to compete, and today was not one of those days.
Chris Bassinet.
Well, I know you don't want to see games like this, but is there any kind of silver lining you can take out of it as far as maybe like you said, maybe getting guys' attention a little bit that they can't show up and they need to be ready to go, or is it any good at all you can take out of it?
Yeah, when you can't gloss over losses. I mean, you've got to look in the mirror and figure out what you've got to do better. And I know, just speaking of our focus, our selfless play offensively, I see maybe some guys chasing their numbers a little bit at this point in time, where that hasn't really been an issue for the entire season. Just time and time again, we've showed up and just played keep the line moving type of baseball, and that's not kind of what we've seen here of late. And our focus, because of that, maybe has gone inward, and it shows up a little bit on defense at times as well. So like I said, for 29 games, I'll give our guys all the credit in the world. We have showed up ready to compete at a high level, even when we've lost. And I felt that way the first two games this weekend. It just didn't go our way in the end. Today was not one of those days. There's no other way to look at it. And I feel like I need to apologize to our fans. I mean, they showed up in huge numbers this weekend, and we had a chance to salvage something today, and then we laid a big egg.
Evan Bland.
Well, what did you see from Shea today? How did you feel like he competed out there?
Well, I thought he settled in and did fine, but I don't think he was ready to go from the get-go, and that's not what we needed from him today. We needed him to be sharper. Obviously, their starter today smelled blood in the water, and he came out and just attack, and he didn't come out and throw strikes right away. He managed to limit the damage there in the first few innings when he was still trying to find his way through it. And I thought as he got going, he started competing the way he needed to. He gave us a shot to win. I mean, that's really what you're looking for on Sunday, but you're also looking for a little bit better tone set. So he fought to keep us in the ball game, that's for sure. But we needed that from the first pitch of the first inning.
Michael Bruns.
Well, obviously, with no midweek games, your guys are going to have to sit with this for a little bit. I mean, as a coaching staff, kind of going through this type of a scenario for the first time this season. I mean, what kind of buttons do you push in practice this week to kind of get guys back on the right track?
Yeah, there's not going to be a massive overhaul or a massive change. I mean, that's the thing with this group. We've had a consistent message all year long as a coaching staff. I have a group of captains and older guys and leaders that have made sure that we show up ready to practice and compete at a high level every day, just so that's become our identity. So we're not going to make wholesale changes. I just think maybe the intent with which we work, it just needs to be amplified a little bit. And that starts with the minute your feet hit the floor in the morning. What are you doing? Is your hair on fire to go get better, or are you just kind of going through the motions of saying that you are? So we've all got to do a great job this week of that, like you said. I mean, and that's the thing that this season presents as well. Each weekend is its own individual, good or bad. It's its own individual battle. And you go up and down the standings of the league, everybody's had kind of this bump in the road during the season, and we've lost 3 games in a row earlier this year and came back with a vengeance. So we're going to stay consistent with our message. We're going to stay consistent with our work habits, and we know if we do that repeatedly, then we've got a shot to play consistent baseball.
Okay, guys, that's it for today. We'll be back on Wednesday with the weekly press conference. Thanks.